Sorry about that. We'll continue editing. I realized my computer cut me off there. So we were just about to get to the exciting moment of fixing this passive voice here. So let me get my brain back on and let's go back over the sentence. Ancient Egypt was broken into two regions, Upper Egypt to the south and Lower Egypt to the north. So it's passive voice because ancient Egypt was broken into two regions. So the subject of the sentence is not performing the action. Instead, we could rephrase this and say, so instead, we could say Upper Egypt and, two regions made up ancient Egypt. So now I will get rid of this part, capitalize the word two. So I need to put a space here. Two regions made up ancient Egypt. Upper Egypt to the south and Lower Egypt to the north. It says the same information, but it's much smoother and easier to understand. Let's try to fix this one now. The land near the Nile had fertile soil and was referred to as the Black Land and represented life. Instead, we can start with the subject of the sentence. We can say, the Black Land represented life. I shouldn't have done that. The Black Land was the land near the Nile, which had fertile soil and represented life. So we're just going to change the order of the sentence there. Okay, it's hard for me to think and type and talk at the same time. So now this sentence reads, and I probably need to put the there, the Black Land, and I didn't need to put the quotation marks there. Sorry about that. Okay, the Black Land was the land near the Nile, which had fertile soil and represented life. So my verb is was here, and now my subject is performing the action. So I know this is challenging, but anytime you have any of those passive verbs, what you're doing is just cleaning up the sentence. You're making it simpler, and you're changing the verb order, essentially. So I would like you to do your best with these. I know it's tough, but it's something you'll be focusing on more in 7th and 8th grade. Identify the passive voice, change it to active voice. So let's see. The desolate desert lay on either side of the Nile, was known as the Red Land, and represented death. So let's just do the same thing we did here. Take out the red land and say, the Red Land was a desolate desert that lay on either side of the Nile and represented death. And we're going to just take out this incorrect verb form. And now we have active voice. The Red Land was a desolate desert that lay on either side of the Nile and represented death. I just need the word "and" there. And now we have a complete sentence. So it is challenging, but kind of satisfying when you change from passive to active voice because your sentences are more clear, they're smoother, they're easier to understand. So I challenge you to try to rephrase sentences that are complex to make them more readable and to work on making sure you've included everything. Once you're satisfied with your essay, again, make sure you make the changes not just in Hemingway, but in your actual essay. When you're ready, you can go into the History Google Classroom and you can come on down to this assignment, How Did the Nile Shape Ancient Egypt, and click Turn In. And that is due by Monday. So make sure you turn in before Monday or by Monday morning. That would be great. I'm really proud of you guys. You're working really hard, and let me know if you need any help. I can't wait to read your essays.